Hey everybody, welcome to Scribbles with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Rector. You can check out my website at jonathanrector.com. Had a little, we're going to draw Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. I think it's no surprise to a lot of the people that are following me on Twitter how excited I am for this game. We already did a Scorpion, so I figured we would do a quick Sub-Zero. So that's what that warning was in the beginning. I just wanted to show you guys as well there what I'm using to make this picture. So just a regular 4H pencil, and that's the Pilot. Let me see if I got it right beside me. G-Tech C4 gel pen, and the point there is 0.4, and a regular eraser. And actually, I think right about, yep, here we go. And this is where the video goes on crack, and it starts going real fast, and you know, starts taking control of itself. But again, for all you guys that may have missed a little warning at the beginning, it may be inappropriate for the warning, but I wanted to have something there in case there's little kiddies that are probably going to watch us no matter what, or, you know, those guys and girls out there that are a little sensitive. This is paying homage to Mortal Kombat 1. Sub-Zero's most famous fatality, where he would rip the dude's head off and their spinal cord would be there. So, just a little heads up again. And the first video I recorded, where I actually had this going right from like a blank page to what you're seeing now, that video was corrupt. So that's why you can see a little different background too. So I have everything laid in there, and right now I'm just quickly erasing everything really lightly, similar to how I would normally do it with a kneadable eraser. But I wanted to just do this with as little tools as possible. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the ink, the pen actually, and then just get to work. I'm actually doing quite a bit of extra shading on this one that I did in the Scorpion video. I'm doing the shading a little bit differently. You know, it's pretty open, it's pretty hatchy, but it keeps the energy going, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty rock and roll, you know? Here we go, just breaking in some of those eyes. And at this point, he's starting to look a lot like the Scorpion that I already did. But once we start knocking in the pupils, like right there, I think it helps. And again, this is mostly based off of the reference I could roughly find, and I took a little bit of liberties, but the reference I could find for Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat 9. Just breaking in more of the mask, just getting that fun stuff going. And you know, all you wonderful people that have been following me on Twitter, and some of you awesome guys and girls that are picking this up as well, I mean, that's going to be pretty sweet because we could play together and all that cool stuff. But the reason why I'm spamming Twitter and stuff about this so much is because from what I've been hearing, and a few friends and people that have played the demo on PlayStation, you know, they're saying it plays a lot like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. And to give you a little backstory real quick about why that even means anything, to me, really, is when I was growing up, I think Mortal Kombat 2 came out around when I was 11 or 12, and I went to my friend's house, and he had Mortal Kombat 1 for Sega, and it was a game I'd never even played before. I mean, excuse me. Oh boy, sorry about that, I apologize. But that game, it was incredibly violent, and you know, this is coming from a guy that used to play a lot of Street Fighter. Naturally, you're going to start getting that dry throat when you're doing a recording. Boy. Anyway, so, all that violence and stuff, and it was really, for me, I never played anything like it, and I became really, you know, entrenched by it. And not because, you know, I was ripping dudes' spines out and stuff like that, but it was, arguably at that age, I wasn't seeing much in you know, that sort of gratuitous violence. And I wasn't a stupid kid, and I think a lot of people, you know, point fingers at kids for, you know, not being able to break that barrier, like children are a little too slow or something. But like we totally knew that it was just, I mean, we would laugh because it's so simulated, you know. And if I saw somebody do this in real life, you know, I would totally freak out, even to this day, even though if I'm playing simulated violence. Excuse me. But what had happened was I was looking through a GamePro, if anybody remembers though, it was back in the day. And they had on the cover, it was a Mortal Kombat 2. It was the big announcement, and you know, internet wasn't around back then, so I mean, that was your news source. And I found out it came out for Super Nintendo, and that's a system I had. And I begged and pleaded with my dad to please get me Mortal Kombat for my birthday. And I think it was a day or two before my birthday, my brother and I, we were going to the local corner store where at the arcade there that they had, it was one arcade machine, and it always flipped. What they had in there was either Street Fighter or it was Golden Axe. And my dad had come to get gas, and he was asking when we were going home, when we were going to be home. And then we asked, why, is dinner getting ready? He's like, yeah, it's going to be there soon. I'll meet you guys back at home. We're like, okay. And then as he drove away, he took out of a bag Mortal Kombat, the game, the second one that I wanted, and I freaked out. And then he didn't even let us get in the car. Like, he kept driving as he showed it and went home. So me and my brother, we sprinted home as fast as we could, and my dad was playing all these games. Like, we were like, can we play? Can we hit? Can we play? Can we play? And he was saying, no, you gotta do the dishes first. So we did the dishes, and then it was, can we play? Can we play? No, it's time for dinner. Oh, okay, so we eat dinner. Can we play? No, we gotta do those dishes. Oh man, okay, now we can play, right? He's like, no, I'm watching football. So long story short, eventually we were allowed to play, and I remember him letting us stay up. It didn't really matter. I think it was a weekend, and it was one of those things where, like, my brother and I, we were one of those, as we were growing up, especially when we were younger. I don't want to say we hated each other, but it wasn't like what we are today. Like, to me, arguably, he's my best friend, right? And it was little situations like this. We're playing just a silly, stupid game like this. You put aside your differences of, I don't like you as my brother and all this, silly stuff, and, that competition kind of stuff where you can start finding out, what's the cool characters, and finding secrets out and stuff like that. So, it's a part of my childhood, a lot of this stuff. So that's why I'm really excited about this. Not that I get to play, like, that I can play with my brother and stuff like that again, but, all those good feelings of playing this fun game, and now they're going back to their roots and stuff. It's been a while. It's been at least 10 years, and I'm really excited. So that, like, I just wanted to share a little bit about that. And I apologize if there's not much art talk going on right now. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just going real quick. Actually, there's going to be a scan, just like the last Scorpion video, of a close-up of Sub-Zero. And I think I'm just finishing up some of the black areas at the bottom here, just to break it up. But I'm about to break out the red pencil crayons and all that stuff, and go to town with the blood smears and splatters, because it's not Mortal Kombat unless it's got the blood, right, kids? So here we go. So the detail's pretty much done there. There we go. There's all those little beauties. I think I got a purple and an orange in there too. I don't think you'll notice it too much. So here I'm just doing some splatters around that poor fella's head. That guy didn't see it coming. Got the big old fatality right there. Just do some really sloppy blood. I mean, literally, you'll probably see it in the scan. It just looks like just smears, kind of. But I guess I'll say goodbye for now. I apologize for the lack of videos. I'm going to get back on that. I've just been really busy, so again, I apologize. So you guys can look forward to more videos on Fridays or Saturdays, depending on the rollover when they upload. But until then, I'm going to say again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I'll leave you with some music in the scan as well. You can check out my website and my work at jonathanrector.com. And again, if you're on Twitter, by all means, check that out, twitter.com/artbyjar. I will catch you later, guys. Take care, and again, hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.